Hello listeners, here is Dr. Amandeep and welcome back to first episode of our podcast. Today we are cutting through the noise to discuss the ongoing debate over the definition of womanhood, contrasting the Western narrative with our own perspective. In Western society, the definition of womanhood has become nearly unrecognizable, a far cry from the biological realities we have known for millennia. On the other hand, along with the majority of traditional societies around the globe, we understand that there are two sexes, male and female. This is not a philosophical interpretation, it's basic biology, an immutable truth grounded in DNA, not debate. But the West, with its penchant for complicating the simple and redefining the clear, has distorted this binary understanding into a bizarre spectrum concept. This new paradigm allows anyone to claim the mantle of womanhood by uttering a mere statement of self-identification, regardless of their biological reality. This new definition includes trans women, individuals born male but who identify as women. Now we respect individual freedoms and understand that people have the right to identify as they feel. However, when this subjective identity starts to encroach upon fields such as women's sports, where biological realities significantly impact performance, one can't help but raise an eyebrow at the lack of common sense. Common sense, a trait that seems to be increasingly rare, acknowledges that men and women, while equal in dignity and rights, possesses different physical capabilities. This is the fundamental reason behind separate categories in sports. It's all about fairness, plain and simple. Yet the West is allowing biological men to compete in women's sports because they identify as women. This seems to be astonishing denial of basic biology, a suspension of disbelief that borders on the absurd. In the name of progress and inclusivity, the West appears to be willing to throw biology and fair competition out of the window. But across the world, mostly reject being hindered by such rigid ideologies. We firmly uphold the belief that acknowledging biological realities and honoring individual identities can coexist harmoniously. One striking illustration of this emerging paradigm's impact can be witnessed in the domain of sports. We have cases like Leah Thomas, who was born a biological male but identifies as a woman. Thomas didn't just participate in women's NCAA swimming event, but actually beat two female Olympic medalists. Now picture this: women who have trained their whole lives, honed their bodies to compete at the pinnacle of their sport, outperformed by biological men. It's not just a single instance, but a growing trend that is causing a seismic shift in the landscape of women's sports. And Leah Thomas is not alone. There is a veritable parade of trans women's athletes, all biological men, storming the podiums of women's sports. Consider Tiffany Abreu, a towering figure in volleyball, or Molly Cameron, who outpaced her competition in cycling. Then there is a J.C. Cooper, who outlifted her peers in weightlifting, and many more who have stood victorious at national or international levels. What we are witnessing is a systematic invasion of women's sports by biological men. And this is the truth that we need to state in clear, simple words. The integrity of women's sports, the very basic one which they were founded, fair competition among individuals of the same sex, is being eroded. And all of this is being done in the name of inclusivity. But what about the rights of biological women? What about fairness and common sense? Are they to be cast aside, sacrificed on the altar of political correctness? This isn't progress. It's a distortion of reality. Now from where we are standing, this doesn't add up. We understand womanhood from a binary perspective, based on biological realities. To us, the idea of biological men competing in women's sports not only raises question of fairness and integrity of women's sports, but also disrespect the divine feminine principles that are deeply embedded in many cultures. In other countries, many people hold a profound respect for the feminine principle. The very idea of men claiming woman qualities simply by identifying as a woman seems to diminish the sanctity of divine feminine attributes. It's important to clarify that this isn't about intolerance. We respect individual freedom and understand that people may choose to identify differently from their biological sex. However, then this self-identification begins to affect areas like women's sports, where it affects our upcoming generation, where it affects our society, where it affects the different aspect of the society. Where biological differences play a crucial role, it raises valid concerns. Many countries people have divine belief in the feminine. Divine is not just about spirituality. It's about acknowledging and respecting the unique physical, mental and emotional attributes of women. It's about preserving the honor and integrity of womanhood, which we believe is undermined when biological men compete in women's sports. So while in the West continues to broaden its definition of womanhood, in many countries like India will remain steadfast in their understanding, respecting both the physical realities and the spiritual belief that define the feminine principle in our culture. Every culture evolves, but not all evolution is progress. The West shifting definition of womanhood might be there, but it not ones that countries like which follow the culture need to tread. We can respect individuals and their personal identities without needing to deny any biological realities or append our own understanding of womanhood. Thank you for turning in today. We will be back next time with more clear vision, no nonsense dialogue on the issues that matter.
You were listening to first episode of our new series on daily life. Make sure to like, share, and comment on your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to access our daily podcast episodes. Wait for the next episode. Till then, be happy. Thank you for listening. Signing off.